No.
Back me up.
I don't need a team. I stand on my own.
She's an independent woman, bitch.
Who needs her bitches to drink with her?
Bitches.
I'm independent, bitch.
I run my own shit.
Who run the world, girls?
Bitches.
The Fuck It Friday podcast. All right, welcome back to the Fuck It Friday podcast. I'm Patty.
I'm Dylan.
Kyla.
Yo, okay, so let's get into this. Is it too soon to decorate for fall?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
It's not cool.
Why not?
We're not even through the summer yet. Like, I feel like fall decorations is that cozy weather.
August is fall.
No,
September.
You go by the weather. I don't care what solstices or what. You got to go by the weather. So like fall means, like he said, chilly. If you want to be cozy.
So I get to leave my Christmas stuff up until like February?
No, because
that's holiday specific. Fall is a season.
I disagree.
And you know what? You can do whatever you want. There's people in some places that never take their Christmas lights down.
Yeah.
I've touched on this before in the podcast, and I'm going to touch on it again.
Okay.
When it comes to decorations in our home, it always is, we'll do the summertime shit, right?
What did I put out for
It's
summer?
not really anything summertime, but like it just looks like a normally decorated home. But then when fall hits, you put out the fall shit.
Uh-huh.
And then Halloween hits, you put out the Halloween shit.
Uh-huh.
And then November hits and you take all the Halloween shit away, put up the fall again.
Uh-huh. Because Thanksgiving.
Right. So how much fall do we really need?
Now.
I mean, I think that fall is my favorite season.
I found those pillows in the closet, so I tossed them on the couch. Look, it's fall.
Hands down.
She got
Fall's
these.
my favorite.
Hey, pumpkin. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Hey, pumpkin.
I think it's upside down.
It wasn't.
And then this spooky skeleton. I don't know what the camera can see.
Which the dog chewed all the
There you
little
go.
tassels off, and I'm very angry about that.
Yeah. She
You
did do
should
that.
probably go to Target and get a new one.
I should. Maybe Home Goods. They'll have all their fall stuff out already.
We were at the dollar store the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the best fucking spot. Like you just need to get like dish soap, you know, like little trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they had all their fall shit out already.
Jesus.
I was like, we're not even midway through July.
It was wonderful. We're
Like-
almost 5 days away.
But we're not midway.
Okay, so next week I'll set up for fall.
How about mid-August?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You should wait until you
August.
go a full day where the temperature doesn't get above 70 degrees. That should be the rule. You have to go 24 hours where the temperature never surpasses 70 degrees. And when that happens, and then the humidity percentage has to be below 65%.
No, that's a dumb idea.
That's the rules for fall.
Not for my fall.
I fucking agree. Because we're still in the summertime.
Yeah, it's hot as shit.
Right now,
It's about to get like
I can't even walk outside without sweating.
I wasn't going to set it up today. I just found those in the closet today. So I would set them out.
But you threatened.
I did. I'm gonna set it up at the end of the month.
She started getting the itch. She saw the pillow and you look over and she's like itching behind her ear and you're like, oh, no big deal. Then she finds another pillow and you see her scratching her chest and her neck and she's like, can we go to Target?
Yeah, I was gonna say the next thing you know, there's fall colored stuff everywhere in the living room.
Well, your guys' apartment, just based off of like your regular decorations, you could get away with not decorating for the fall.
It's real homey.
Yeah.
It's
Which
very
is what I
homey.
think of when I think fall.
Like when we do this podcast, it's a fucking mess because I got the fucking light up here. I got cables fucking everywhere to get the cameras going and shit.
Yeah.
But like outside of that, if you just came any other day, it's very homey. It's very, it's cozy.
It's better than mine. My apartment looks like a fucking jail cell. There's nothing on the walls.
Does it echo like a lot in there? Does it just like,
I have a lot of things. Like I have things that take up space. Like I have a lot of furniture and shit, but I just don't like I had things that I hung up when I first moved in, like these neon lights.
yeah.
But they just fell. Like the Velcro strips I had just didn't hold them.
I'm totally the douche that if I lived by myself, there'd be fucking LED strips somewhere
Yeah,
somewhere.
I'd like to do that. I want to go get like lights, LED strips for like my room.
Yeah.
But I honestly almost feel too old to do that now.
You're never too old
Like
to do that.
that was something I would have done when I was like,
Nope.
When I guess I did do it.
I think
was,
there's
like 22.
No, you are too old.
No.
You're giving bad advice.
I don't think so. I think there's ways to do it. Like if you're just fucking lining the corner of the ceiling where the wall and ceiling meet, like, yeah, maybe. But I think I've always wanted, and I know grown fucking adults who have agreed with me. I've always wanted those Govee lights that you put a little camera above the TV, and the camera can see the entire TV. And then you put these strips behind it, and then you calibrate it. So then when you're watching a movie, let's say in the bottom right corner, there's an ocean, but in the top right corner, there's an explosion going off.
So it's kind of like RGB lights.
Yeah. So in the top left corner, there's an explosion. In the top left, it kind of illuminates like a little bit of orange behind the TV, but the bottom right, it's illuminating some blue. So it kind of expands just a bit of the picture.
Yeah.
And kind of puts you in it. I've always thought that was kind of cool. It's not over the top, but it's not going to light your room up. It's not going to fill up a fucking 20-foot wall. It's just a little bit of expansion of the screen. I think that, or like, if you have a floating bed frame, you know what I'm talking about? So let's say you got a queen size mattress. You build a box just around the
oh, okay. Yeah.
And then you have like a smaller frame underneath it. Yeah. If you line that up with lights underneath there, and just dim them kind of.
There's lights underneath your bed.
Yeah.
I think when you're younger, the lights are for indoor decoration. And the older you get, you decorate your outdoors with lights. Like my parents, I think it looks so cool. Their back patio.
Yeah.
They have lights like doing that. Like I would put lights on my balcony.
We have some on our balcony.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. But I'm not talking like the fucking Twitch streamer LED the fuck out of your room type of LEDs.
No, just basic lights.
Yeah, or just something like behind the entertainment center. It just kind of illuminates a little bit, kind of creates a scene, like a theater scene.
You know what you do? You get a bunch of night lights and you just plug them in around the house. I think that's what you're really trying to get at, is that you're afraid of the dark.
I am. Yeah, I need night lights. I have to sleep with the bedroom light on. It drives Kyla crazy, so I bought her one of those little things that go over her eyes.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Because like, how the fuck do you know that something's not going to come out at you? You know what I mean? I've seen that fucking movie.
I saw a thing on Facebook the other day that said, "To my friends, just know that when I die, I'll be chasing you up the stairs from the basement."
Oh my god! Did you do that as a kid?
Oh, dude, I crawled on all fours up the stairs.
Dude, the house that I grew up in, the way they was set up, you like leave the kitchen to head upstairs. You walk out the kitchen door and take like a little U-turn around the wall, and then the stairs are like 8 feet in front of you. I would make it like the second stair up, and then you can hear me like, I'm fucking gone because I don't know what's behind me.
Yeah,
I just know that there was something behind me.
Yeah,
and I fucking mad dash. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I know there's something. There's like an innate sense that humans have where they can tell someone's like looking at them.
Yeah.
I did it just the other day on the 4th. I fucking passed out on my aunt's patio furniture. And I woke up randomly and just stared over at my grandma. And she goes, "Could you feel me staring at you?" I'm like, "Yeah, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
What the fuck are you looking at?
Freaking creep.
She's like, "I'm just admiring you."
What is that though? Because they really do say that you can feel when someone's looking at you.
That just happened to me today.
Is that survival? Oh yeah, because I was looking at you.
Well, you and then Corey, when he came into the gym, I was training and I was like, I just felt something. So I looked outside and he's standing right there, just out of view of Olivia. And he's fingering his belly button.
God damn it.
I was like, what the fuck?
I hate that feeling though.
Yeah.
I don't want you looking
especially
at me.
when you like you get it and there is no, like, you can't see the person who's looking at you.
Oh, I know.
It'd be one thing. It's one thing when you look and you're like, oh, fucking Dylan's looking at me.
What's that phobia? I think it's pronounced anatodyphobia. It's the fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you.
That's fucking pathetic.
I don't know if anybody actually has that phobia, but it's a phobia. Look it up.
You know what's a phobia that like I don't have, but like it would it's probably the scariest phobia that I've seen is the people like the open oceans, like deep bodies of water.
Yeah.
Where you're like, what is that phobia?
I don't know, but I don't like it either.
But it'll be like so and so phobia warning, and it'll show like this. It's an AI generated video, and it's like a scuba diver just swimming in this open ocean. There's no reef, you can't see the bottom, you can't see anything in any direction. And then they turn around because they think they hear something, and then when they 180 again, you see this like giant face like come through the water, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I mean that's scary. That's not just a phobia. That's just scary.
That would be terrifying. I don't like the ocean, anyways. I've established that before too. It's terrifying.
Yes,
because they say that we know more about space than we do about our own oceans.
Yeah, this lady said so. Neil deGrasse Tyson was asking this other, space lady.
Get out of my candy.
How would you just like describe it? And she goes, imagine the size of the universe scaled down to the ocean on the Earth, like all the oceans combined. They said the sample size of what we've seen and looked at is like if you took a 8-ounce glass and filled it up. That's as much as we search as the Earth. And she goes, so it's easy for people to say, oh, there's no aliens. She goes, because if you just went over to the ocean thinking I'm gonna go look for some fish and just scooped up some water, you're gonna go, oh, there must not be any fish here, when obviously there is.
Right.
I was like, oh, it's crazy. That's kind of scary.
It is. I don't know why that is. I guess that it's easier to see space than it is to view the ocean.
Well, I mean, we can go, the deeper we go into space, we're not going to get collapsed by pressure.
Yeah.
You can only go so far. Like with the technology we have now, we can go farther in space than we can in the ocean.
On the opposite end of it, if you're up in space, and I don't know how this hasn't happened yet. I mean, thank God it hasn't, but I don't know how this hasn't happened yet. If you're up in space and a rock, because it seems like everything in space travels at an incredibly high speed, right? Thousands of miles per hour.
Yeah.
It just penetrates the International Space Station. It would rip it to shreds, like at that speed, right? So then the thing that you have to worry about is depressurization. It's quite literally the opposite.
That's true.
So in the ocean, you can get crushed, like that submarine did last year. Remember that?
Yeah.
I forget what they call it. But they say in space, if you were exposed to the vacuum of space, really, really terrible shit would happen to your body.
Isn't it like your insides is what gets fucked up?
Basically, like your blood starts to turn into, when they say it boils, I think they mean that it starts to turn into a gas.
Yeah, like it leaks out of you.
Yeah, and I don't know the exact science. They'd say that like your lungs will start to surface out of your mouth or some shit like that. I don't know how fucking true that any of that is, but it's just, badass. I mean, you'd have like 15 seconds, but in that 15 seconds, that is a fuck ton of pain. I mean,
at least when you die from the pressure of the ocean, it's instant,
pretty quick.
Well, it's faster than instant.
They said that when that submarine imploded, it's faster than when you blink.
Yeah, they exploded faster than the speed of light.
They didn't feel it. It was just lights out, boom, done.
Yeah,
like over.
Yeah, but that part's nice, but they knew for a while what was coming. At least like in space with the vacuum, like the depressurization. I mean, that could be a quick mistake and then fuck. Yes, it's 15 minutes of pain, but those guys knew for way more than 15 minutes.
15 seconds.
15 seconds of pain.
Yeah.
Okay, 15 seconds of pain sucks, but those guys knew, they knew more than 15 minutes that they were going to die.
Yeah.
So.
Because I heard the cracking.
Oh, that's so scary.
Oh my God.
I have a fucking nightmare.
Which is why I don't like the ocean. I got a better chance of dying in the ocean than dying in space.
Yeah, I don't fuck with the ocean.
I
think I've said this on the podcast. I won't. If you go above your knees in the ocean, you're fucking psychotic.
It's terrifying.
You're asking for it.
I have, and I will. Like
No.
if you and I ever go to Jamaica, like I'd get in the ocean. Like I guess I would, but they say that even entering the ocean can be life threatening. They're like there's like this fish that'll bury itself in the sand and then just basically stick this needle up.
Yeah, it's like a
out in
fucking
the sand.
stonefish.
So when you step on it, it not only pierces the bottom of your foot, but also injects a venom.
Yeah, and the more pressure you apply on it, it like pushes that thing. I've seen that. It's like a stonefish. It looks
my
just like
God.
a rock. It blends in. You can't see a fucking thing.
Nope.
And it doesn't even stick it up. It's just by you stepping on it. It presses.
It deploys it.
It deploys the whole thing. Yeah, and it's more than one too. There's like a few of them on its back.
There's just scary fucking shit in the
Box
water.
jellyfish, regular jellyfish. Those worms, you know, those like fucking worms that like bury themselves and they come up and snatch you.
Yeah.
If you even touch those, you can't even touch them. Let alone let it bite you.
Yeah.
That's fucking this
Outside of the ocean, there's that fucking fish in the fucking Amazon.
Yep.
But if you're out of the water and then take a piss into the Amazon, it'll swim up your stream and enter into your pee hole. And that's it. You're fucking done.
and you can't even see it. It's not like you'd see it coming up like a salmon coming up against.
It's
the river.
gotta, yeah, it doesn't take its time. It has to immediately get up there, but it can swim against the flow of your own urine stream and get inside. And that's it. You're fucking
I'd like to
done.
test that method. Just stand there and just like all the effort you have into pushing out. I have a pretty heavy flow.
I think I'd test that method with a water bottle.
Oh, good call.
Yeah, because I think that there's no real remedy for it.
No, you'd have to cut yourself open.
Yeah, you're fucking there. You're fucked once it's inside your bladder. Like it's done. Yeah, your face says it all.
I went in the water in Jamaica and I didn't have anything in my bladder.
Did you pee in the ocean?
No.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Well, then
should've.
again, this is a freshwater fish that I'm talking about.
That's true.
Yeah. So
Is that all freshwater or is it like a 50-50 mix?
well, I think it's 50-50 mix,
Got in
but
the
this
ocean in Florida too, but that's not freshwater.
no,
water.
they have a fish like that in Florida.
I don't know.
Wouldn't surprise me. Florida.
There's just too much out there. And then you hear about the fucking shark attacks that happened on the 4th.
And I think it was the day after the 4th.
Whatever, the 4th of July season.
There were 4 shark attacks.
Like separate locations or
No, in the same place in like 2 hours.
Fuck.
The one
Somebody must have been chumming the water or something.
I don't know. The one you could see 2 separate sharks like swimming right next to each other, like right where this lady got the back of her calf ripped off, and then her husband got.
Did people die? Like, did anybody die, or were they
I don't
all?
think
they all
so.
survived.
And I shouldn't get the back of her calf ripped off. She got the entire calf ripped off.
Yeah, she had no back of her leg.
And
That's crazy.
there's pictures of it.
It's fucking wild.
There's pictures of it on fucking.
And her husband saved her.
Did he fucking kill it?
No, he punched it though. He jumped in after her because it was like trying to pull her in the water. And he was like punching it and pulling her out and saved her.
If you said it,
He got bit too during the whole thing.
you know what they call that? I saw. So you have adrenaline, which is like what the body secretes when you're about to go into a fight or flight. Then you have this thing called noradrenaline, and it's what your body secretes when it knows when there is no fight or flight. This is only fight.
It's pure survival.
Yeah, like if I don't do something now, I'm gonna die. It's a totally different type of rush to the body. And I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of crazy. So I was reading into it and I was like, oh, this is why this is like the version of like dad strength.
Yeah.
It's the version, you know what I mean? Like, why would I win in this fight? Well, it's because you crossed the line you weren't supposed to.
Well, I mean, and they say that like all humans possess that. Like, sorry, I'm adjusting my fucking seat here. Like there are like those stories of like moms lifting cars off their babies. Just things like that. Like I mean, every animal has it. We're no fucking different. We're just more sophisticated than the fucking rest of them, but we will survive. regardless. Like we will survive no matter what we have to do. Like they say that animals in the wild, let's say a zebra gets ripped the fuck open by a lion, but gets away. A zebra will not show that it's suffering.
Yeah, no animals do that shit, dude. You'll see like their shoulder.
It's a survival thing.
I would never do that.
Because you don't want to show another predator that you're now weak.
Huh.
Yeah.
We're too advanced. We can show weakness. I'd be sitting there going, fuck.
Yeah, like, oh my God.
Fucking kill me.
Yeah. Why'd this happen to me, not you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always me.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Become an instant victim.
Oh, yeah.
The bigger victim. Yeah, that's what so that we just, since we cry a lot, we just get superhuman strength every now and then. I've never had a superhuman strength moment in my life. Except for that one time I deadlift 615 pounds.
There was one time when I was going to school for fire science.
I didn't.
And I don't have I've never been somebody that struggles with any sort of claustrophobia.
Oh,
I don't have that issue.
But
do. There was a moment, it was our first time doing it, where I was in this tunnel where I couldn't wiggle left, right, up, or down. I was literally just doing calf raises to inch my way forward with all this fire gear on. And I got stuck at one point for probably 2 seconds, felt like 5 minutes. And I had that feeling. I started just ripping myself forward so hard that the SCBA on my back, the straps started to give. So when I got out, it looked like it was on me, but when I stood up straight, half of it fell and leaned because I had just fucking been ripping at the straps. I was I'm not, because they have the fog machine going in there,
yeah,
for your first time, and then when you go for the real run, you're in the live burn trailer. So they have, you split up into 2 groups. Half of you are doing the practical of how to put out a fire, and the other half of you are doing search and rescue shit. And so it's fucking 1100 degrees in that room and real smokes everywhere. So it's not like the fog machine where if your mask comes up, you can get away with it. So there'd be people who'd panic and bug out because their mask would slip and they'd get one big inhale. Most people don't understand that smoke inhalation thing. It's not like smoking a cigarette. It feels like you're not breathing.
Well, because it replaces the oxygen.
Yeah, there is no oxygen.
Yeah. So that's why you choke super hard. Like I said, I've never had a superhuman strength. I've had my panic moments. I feel like Kyla gets that superhuman strength fucking
every time
feeling.
She sees you bend over. That fucking forward finger thrust is aggressive.
Fuck, it's been on point lately too. It's been.
What can I say? I'm a professional.
She's
not a professional. You can't. I'm sorry. No one ever says that. Oh yeah, Osama bin Laden, professional terrorist.
Some might.
You're just a terrorist.
Don't touch my microphone.
Sorry, it's not.
She practices. What's it called?
Finger yoga?
No.
Finger yoga?
She practices something penetration. Something penetration.
Peak performance?
Yeah.
Peak penetration.
Yeah, you practice peak penetration.
Right in your butt?
God. I was going to say she gets superhuman strength when I fucking start acting weird. I might get in a really funny mood and then go to attack her. Not like in a violent necessarily sense, but
fun wrestling.
Yeah. And I'm not the strongest guy in the room most times, and I'm fine with that. But I'm never the weakest. I'm far from it. I'm a strong guy.
Yeah.
But, thank you. But there are some times where Kyla and I will be wrestling, and in my head, I'm like, how?
You know what I think
how
that
is she
though?
this strong?
Because if you go 100%,
oh, she's dead.
She's done for, right? But even that, you would think, oh, I'll still easily dominate at 70%. But women, I think, go, okay, I got to keep up with this. So they'll give you 110%.
Oh, I know.
And then it comes out of nowhere because you're just we're having a good time. And she's having a good time because she's oh, I'm just giving him the same thing he's giving me, but it hurts.
I'm literally like, oh,
Next thing you know, you're like on your back and
So,
you're like, oh, what the fuck?
thing that gets me in trouble though is you get stupid fucking strong. But when I start to realize that, okay, if I'm going to even remotely win this, I need to step up my shit too. So what happens, let's say I got her by the wrists, right? I'm trying to like
Subdue her.
control her arms.
Yeah.
In order for me to kick it into more gear to do so, and I think you're right. I'm not, if I was going 100%, I would
be over.
That would not be funny.
She wouldn't have fun.
To go from 70% to 72%, I would still have to then increase my grip.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have a weak grip. I've definitely shook hands of many people, men included, who were like, whoa, you got a firm handshake. At some point I get in trouble. She's like, you're hurting my wrists. Why would you squeeze that hard?
Yeah.
Out. Like, it's just I'm just trying to do enough to win.
Yeah,
you're not
right,
supposed to win.
You're like, you're right, babe. It is a game. How come your fingers hit my butthole 3 times?
Yeah.
And I have little wrists. Look,
he
squeezes them really tight, and they're tiny. You don't have to hold these tiny little wrists that tight. And I don't like being trapped, and you know that.
So you have claustrophobia?
No, it gives me like PTSD, like being pinned down and trapped. It makes me mad. And then I want to resort to like kneeing him in the balls or something. So don't pin me.
Girls are scary, dude. Because they go harder than you do. They're giving you 110%. You're giving them 70. Disadvantage already. Then number 2, little things like that. You know, it's very easy to make a woman uncomfortable when it comes to like physical shit.
We're trained our whole lives to like watch out and be aware and not to let someone trap you.
And most women have experienced that in a negative way.
I was going to say, and I've had domestic assault stuff. So like, don't pin me down because it sets off a part of me that flips that switch. And then
that happens because what happens is you come at us at 110%. So then we're like, oh shit. I need to hit the drawing board again. So let me just prolong the situation. Then you feel trapped. Then you get mad. But this all happens faster than we can like recognize it. And then all of a sudden we're in trouble and we took a knee to the nuts.
I feel like karma fucks me every time me and Chris wrestle though. Because like whenever I'm not being fair, like the last time, remember I went to lean over and I was tickling you and my kneecap popped out of place.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, oh my God. I was like, I'm going to cry. And then I was like, I couldn't stop laughing. But it hurt so bad.
That wasn't like necessarily anything that I had did. That wasn't anything necessarily.
No, it's because I was reaching over the mattress.
Yeah.
Chris is just like, enough.
Yeah. It was situational. And then I end up losing still because I feel fucking awful.
Yeah, you still feel bad. You're like, I'm sorry, baby. I should have scooted closer.
Yeah.
It hurts so bad.
I didn't play that rough. But the thing is, like, if we wrestle, here's the downside to not liking being pinned. That is wrestling. I'm gonna try to lock you up.
I'm not trying to get
I'm gonna
locked
pin
up.
you down. Yeah.
You can tickle me for like 30 seconds.
Fuck. See, I would rather be pinned and helpless than being tickled. I can't handle it. I can't handle being tickled for 1 second.
Chris can't tickle me, so you can tickle me for 30 seconds.
And I don't know. I'm not really a good tickler. I'm like I'll like. Sometimes I squeeze too hard, and that's my dad's fault, dude. Because my dad, that's enough. My dad would like, you ever like your knee, like a top of your knee, bottom of your thigh. He'd grab that, but he would like death grip you.
Pinch.
And
my
I'm
dad
like,
did that
ow,
too,
bro. Like that doesn't even tickle. That just hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, okay. So I just naturally like reach over and I'll like get a little too aggressive, and then I'll get in trouble that way. Seriously? Ow. Owie.
Nobody says owie like that.
Yes, they do.
I do.
No, Chris doesn't count.
I'll get hurt. Owie.
We all say owie.
Yeah. I mean,
That sounds dumb.
real men with fucking testosterone say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds
there's nothing
stupid.
better than taking your testosterone shot for the month, and as soon as
That's
the
the
needle
front.
pricks your butt, you go, owie.
I turned it for you. I rotated. I did the same on your mic. So technically, this is the
Dylan
front.
sticks his up his mouth.
Yeah, I get this close.
Yeah, I get that close too.
But I don't talk very loud. When I start to get loud, I'll come out here with it.
I just back up. Like Mariah Carey when she hits that high note, I just Mm-hmm. You know what's annoying about Mariah Carey?
She married Nick Cannon.
No, I don't give a fuck about her personal life. I don't give a fuck who she's fucking. Her fucking Christmas songs.
Oh yeah, they're overplayed.
Oh my God.
But let me tell you this: when that first week, they hit.
Oh fuck yeah, they hit.
All I want for Christmas.
Can we decorate for Christmas? Christmas?
I
No.
don't.
July. Christmas in July.
No.
No.
I'm setting up Christmas.
But you're not because you like Halloween. So you're just gonna skip out. You got to pick one or the other: Halloween or Christmas.
Halloween's in October.
Why are we skipping Halloween?
Halloween's in October. I'm going to put Christmas up for July.
That wouldn't make any sense because then
When
you're not
July's over, I'll put August stuff fall. And then
okay, I see where you're going with this.
Halloween, October.
Don't
Then fall stuff for November. Then Christmas stuff again for December.
don't
There you go.
enable her.
Cook.
Don't enable her.
Cook, Queen.
Don't.
Cook.
I'm gonna talk more shit at fucking work.
That's okay, you guys. I'm in love with the most beautiful girl in the world.
He's in love with a stripper. I just realized the camera's gonna cut to me on that one.
She's not a stripper.
Not
She's a
stripper.
lesbian.
She's a CNA.
Oh.
She's a CNA.
I like how we went from sexual orientation to profession, and then went okay.
She's a lesbian CNA.
Of course, she's a lesbian. She's a CNA.
You're a homewrecker.
I haven't done anything. I don't even have a phone number. I'm not even friends on social
You're
media.
trying.
No, I'm not. Her family's trying.
Donahoe.
Her family wants me to replace the woman that she's with.
The vagina.
Yeah, apparently
Incoming
it's
talk.
not cutting.
I mean, I don't know the whole situation.
Me neither. And I said, listen, they're like, well, we'll do our best. I was like, just so you guys know, I don't expect this to work. I was like, if it does work, it's a good, it's a
Yeah.
win-win situation.
And that's
It's a win-win situation. Things work out and it goes well. Things don't work out and I'm back to square one.
not a bad thing either, because I feel like some people, especially nowadays, because we live in a world where it's like instant gratification,
Yep.
right? So how do you get your Instagram likes? How do you go from just your normal 17 to 5,000? Like, how do you get 10,000 followers in a week? We need that instant gratification. I feel like people do that with relationships. They'll be 3 days in and he's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck? You're 3 days in. You don't know if this guy's a fucking serial killer. You know what I mean? Like, you don't. What do you mean he's the one?
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, bitch.
Yeah, 3 days in. Shut up, dude. Just
Yeah, he's the one.
take
I
it
love him.
slow.
Wait, who's 3 days in a...
No. We're
Oh.
saying that Dylan isn't putting all his eggs in this basket
Yeah.
for this girl that he thinks is
I honestly
attractive.
don't think it's going to happen at all. The only reason I'm okay with it is because it's a win-win situation. Like I was telling Chris, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, then I didn't expect it to.
Well, and at the end of the day, if nothing more, it's just a fun conversation. And there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with like playing the what if conversation.
Yeah.
You know, like
Because let me tell you this, the what if of if it does work out, good Lord. Obviously everybody has their own taste, but I think she's very beautiful.
that's fair. That's awesome. Like
So to be quite the accomplishment because, I don't know, you and I kind of feel the same way on this. We don't really think we're the best looking guys in the world.
oh fucking.
So when I see, you know what I mean? You'd say this about Kyla all the time about like, oh, fuck, like me.
I have said that.
Yeah, you say it about
Have I
Kyla.
not?
I'd be
I've
the
said
same.
that about you
I would say the
100,000
same
times.
thing about this Brittany girl. I'd be like, if I'm able to pull this off, I'd be like, oh shit.
So I
How
guess
about a confidence booster?
one, since we're actually dropping names, does her sister and niece listen to this?
No.
Okay. So now I want to raise one question.
Okay.
Just because, like, one, I think it's more just to protect you, not like to twist you up here. She's apparently the story has it. Let's take the story as 100% fact that she has been screwed over by one too many men and thought, let me try out women, which is not an uncommon thing.
No, because before she even got to that point, she had already thought, I think, from the sounds of it, that maybe she might be both.
Okay, cool. So she's
been testing the waters on that side of things.
Fair enough.
For the last couple of years.
So there's that. But now she's not happy.
Or never has been.
Never has been with this relationship that she's been in. All they do is argue.
Mm-hmm.
Her sister doesn't like this person. Her niece doesn't like this person. Blah, blah, blah. Are we sure that the problems in the relationship is done by the other party?
Oh, like you're asking, like maybe it could be.
Why?
Might not just be one person.
Could part of her unhappiness be that maybe she's not that great either?
I'd have to find out.
I mean, I feel like if you just...
That would be something I'd have to be successful in.
I mean, if
getting
she's
the
willing
opportunity.
to cheat, doesn't that already kind of make her not so great?
I don't think she's willing to cheat though.
If she's so my personal opinion, if she starts messaging you or is sneaking around, even seeing you, even if there is nothing physical.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a homewrecker. I don't play that shit.
No, it's on her side. It's cheating. And that already has like huge character flaws there on her side. Like,
no, I would agree. But that's none of that's happened yet.
No. Yeah.
And if anything, all the attempts from my clients that are trying to like hook me up with her have failed because she's like, no.
Yeah.
I'm with so and so.
Yeah. That was gonna be my other thing.
So
if she
I
was
said
really
that
that unhappy, she would have left. Just saying.
So she from the explanation I got about that, because I've said that even before I've been like, hey, go ahead and hook me up when they've complained about this significant other in the past. I'm like, why don't you just leave? And it seems like it's one of those situations where it's a combination of I don't want to hurt anybody. I've been here long enough and I care enough about this person that I don't want to hurt their feelings. And then there's also the like, it's familiar.
Well,
like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't want to be by myself. This is familiar. Like, I'm just going to stay here because it's easier that way. Tons of people I've been in a relationship like that before.
Well, and whatever that case may be, that's her fucking story. I will say to her, Brittany.
Yeah.
To Brittany's credit, the fact that you guys haven't exchanged a number, like you guys like met each other.
Yeah, we met, we talked for the most of the night.
But to be fair, you could go to a party and talk to somebody and just meet them.
Yeah.
There was nothing beyond the greeting. There was no exchange of information. There was nothing. It sounds like the biggest attempt to make this happen isn't happening on your end or her end.
Yeah.
It's the other people trying to meddle in.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she's already turned it down at least once.
Multiple times.
So to be fair, I guess.
But that was before she met me. Then that night when I left, apparently she asked why didn't I ask for her number, and really it was because I got Stacy's mom's number because I'm gonna start training her. So that's why I got it, and I didn't. I had been talking to Brittany about training as well, but then as the night kind of started to go on, I was like, she's actually kind of cool. Maybe I should give this a shot. Like these two have been asking me to do and saying that we'd hit it off. I was like, I'll hold off on the client shit for now. Because obviously, like, if things go good, but she's my client, then it doesn't fucking matter. Because I can't do anything. I won't do anything.
It ends there. Yeah, she becomes a member of the gym.
Now, if it doesn't work out, then I want her money so that I could train her.
Yeah.
Like, then I'll do it. And that's why. But she was concerned enough to ask, like, why didn't he get my number? Did you guys invite him here for me? Because the Olivia was like, I would never do that, but Stacy was like, you know, you should. Isn't he a great guy? And that got turned into like, seriously, at least give me a heads up. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you know what? Like, you can't deny that we were having a fucking pretty good time at the.
That also just sounds like, again, her sister trying to break up her relationship.
Yeah.
You know, again, because Brittany could have easily been like, well, give me his number.
Yeah.
You know, I'll message it.
Which is good that she didn't do that, because that would just be a red flag going into it with me, because I'd be like, you're just going to do that to me.
Yeah.
And that's what I told her. I told my clients, I said, make sure she understands, like, if she is interested, she needs to understand that I don't do this whole, if you're going to be with somebody, like, I'm not seeing anybody else. So you don't get to see anybody else. Right. We're going to
give each other the fair shot.
And I'm not interested, even if she wasn't with said person. I don't want to say like I wouldn't say yes to some action, because it's been a little minute, but like I was like, that's not what I'm looking for. If that's what happens, and it just naturally happens that way, like obviously I'm not going to complain, but she needs to know going into it, that's not what I'm looking for.
Right.
So if that all goes to play, maybe that is what she's looking for, and that's the case, then obviously, I dodged a bullet.
Right.
Because I don't want to do that. Even though it'd be really hard to say no.
I'm just going to make this clear. I still just might randomly talk shit because it's funny.
That's okay.
And to be fair, I mean, how many times in a day can I fucking talk about the lap pull down?
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, and I'm not hating on my job, but when...
No, it is fun.
When 73% of my daily conversations is about an exercise.
Yeah. How to do it.
Yeah, I might stir the pot a little bit just because it's fun. And at the end of the day, I have no investment in it. I have no part. I have no nothing. It's just me making this hour just a little more. And plus, to be fair, I've noticed that members of the gym, they do tend to really have a lot of fun
when the three of us are fucking around.
Yeah, when it becomes like a group conversation, when it's not just like me having that private conversation with me and Eileen, me and Rick, me and whoever. When it becomes like a community thing, it just becomes fun. And we have never, not yet, done a community conversation where it was just dead fucking serious.
No, ever.
And that just turns into just a shit ton of fun. It's just stupid fucking jokes.
Yeah, today I literally scared Chris because one of my clients was like, "Oh, how much did you drink on the 4th of July?" And Chris is like, "I didn't drink that much." And I go, I've been waiting to say this. I said, Chris doesn't even know this, but he drunk texted me on the 4th of July, and his eyes shot open.
I saw that.
Like he was he was like, "Oh fuck!" All that means that he was fucked up on the 4th.
Well, it was funny. I saw Chris like laughing today when, because Chris doesn't really get into like community conversations anymore.
No, he's very much in his club.
Yeah. And it's like,
boring, bro.
But he did get involved when Stacy just randomly asked me, "Have you had that Crown Peach?" And I looked at her and I was like, "Stacy, I don't drink." And she goes, "No, I don't drink either." And Chris goes, "You don't drink?"
Yeah, she's lying her ass.
I was like, "Dude, you're lying. Who you impressing?" I already know.
She only says that because I don't drink.
No.
It's the only reason she says, "Oh, I don't drink that much."
But her problem is she'll slip up and be like, "Oh my God, I got so drunk on Saturday." Like, oh, I thought you don't drink. See, I don't drink. Right. I'm not completely like non-alcoholic here. Might have a beer. In fact, the last podcast, I had a beer. In fact, I didn't even finish it. But like, I would consider that like, I don't drink. I don't drink for the effect. I don't drink for the whatever. She'll talk about how fucked up she got. You know what I mean? It's like,
she was fucked up. I saw her on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
She was fucked up.
And then for everybody who says they don't drink, they have a reason why they got fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but there's always like some, okay, again, but I'm saying the people who want to adamantly deny that they don't drink, there's always a real hardcore justification.
I had to.
It wasn't like, you know what, I was just when in Rome, I was celebrating 4th of July. I went crazy.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was like, oh no, see, And this is not
Everybody
her story.
was doing
yeah,
it.
no, but my sister just kept pouring me shots, and so I just kept taking them.
Yeah.
You know, it was because she was having a bad day that day, and she needed. It's like, dude, the fact that you just over-explained that situation.
Yeah, that's a good excuse for like a teenager
Yeah.
that was at a house party. That was like fucking everybody was doing it. I had a shot.
That's a good excuse for when you're the one that says, "Hey, you know what? Fuck that guy. Let's get fucked up tonight." You know what I mean? We just straight up, we fucking just drank to fucking get her mind off of something that night. But there's always that like have sympathy for me.
Yeah, feel bad for me. I got fucked up.
Yeah. So I don't feel bad for you.
That was me Friday, dude. I got shit faced on the 4th.
You did.
I did, yeah.
Nice.
I didn't. And the thing is was that Crown Peach that we did have?
Blackberry.
Blackberry.
Oh,
We went to a friend's house and that was Melissa's dad.
Yeah.
Okay, we go to our friend Joe and Melissa's, and Melissa's dad was just raving and ranting about this black cherry.
Blackberry.
God, fuck, damn it! See, this is
same
how
shit. Isn't the cherry a berry?
right? But this is how much I don't drink. I don't know what flavors of Crown there are.
I just thought it was apple.
It was so
I
good.
swear that's what I thought. But he was raving and ranting about this blackberry and lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were pouring cups for everybody. And when they asked me if I wanted a cup, I said, I just want a little cup. So they did. They got me this tiny little cup. I think it had more ice than liquid in it. They weren't lying. It was good. I don't know. And he's a super nice guy. So I'm not saying anything bad about him. He was a really nice guy. I don't know if it was something that I would ever like rant and rave about. You know, it was like, oh my God, I did the best good. You can't even taste. He was right. You couldn't taste the Crown in there. But I did.
But it still didn't taste.
It was so small. I sipped it slow. I didn't finish it. And in part why I didn't finish it, I was going to go to my mom's early because we were going to end the night at my mom's house. And I had to go there early.
So you wanted to be able to drive.
Dylan, this cup was so small that if I fucking had it with no ice, I could have still drove. I would have been under the legal limit.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm weird about that shit.
Well, so is Dennis.
Oh, okay.
Dennis is like semi-convinced, and he has his reasons for feeling like this. I'm not putting him down. But he's like semi-convinced that the moment alcohol touches your tongue, you're hammered. You're fucking done. That the legal limit is far gone behind you, and this, and this. So he kept asking, "Are you gonna finish that? Are you gonna?" And I knew what he was trying to get at, so I wasn't gonna give him a hard time. I was like, "No, man, I'm gonna find a place to dump it." And he's like, "You could just dump it now, like you just dump it right here." But I'm like,
I totally understand him because
I get it.
mine's very similar in my reasonings
yeah, and
for it. I'm just like, no.
yeah, and I did. I ended up. I mean, I sipped it a few times. It was good. And then we were outside and I just kind of spilled it.
Yeah.
And
Whoops.
No one saw. I just kind of like, and then put the cup down. It made him feel good. And I'm totally fine with making him feel good in that situation. Because he was going to get in the car with me and go to my mom's.
I'm gonna be stressing out the whole time.
I don't want him, panicking and stressing and this and that. But dude wasn't wrong. Crown Blackberry.
Berry.
It was a good mix with the limited. It was a good mix.
Does sound good. Blackberry, black cherry. That was those two flavors type of shit. That stuff's always
What? So
It's
the
so
flavors
good.
that they have, right, is Crown Apple, Crown Peach, and Crown Blackberry.
Uh-huh.
And there any other?
Oh, I don't know. You're asking. Yeah, that was her question. I thought apple was. I knew about peach a little bit, but for the longest time, I thought it was just Crown, and then they had Crown Apple.
I think the Blackberry is the newest one.
Yeah, I think he was saying
He
that it's the
drove
newest.
like 90 miles out of his way to go find it.
That's a little much.
Well, no, I don't think he drove that far. I think he was 90 miles out. Him and his wife had done like the 7-day like drive through like Iowa, Illinois, Michigan, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Like just kind of like
For
their
fun.
little vacation. Like they're retired. You know, they're old. Let's just
And they
do
just happened
something.
to see it at a store probably.
Yeah, and they said that it's hard to find. And then they actually even came to the 4th of July party like as a last minute, like, I think they're 90 miles away. I think they live 90 miles away. So he brought it from 90 miles out and did his thing. Are you looking it up? Yeah. No? What are you finding?
I'm on their website. Give me a minute.
I mean, I feel like a Google search is like, what flavors of Crown Royal are there?
I'm in here.
She's drunk, guys. Like,
I'm
she
in here.
drinks so much. Like,
I'm not drunk.
not yet.
Leave me alone.
She's not even drinking.
Flavor.
The one that's hard to keep track of is
Moving slow.
Jack Daniels.
They have flavors of Jack Daniels.
Well, there's Jack Daniels. Then there's Devil's Cut. There's Angel Cut. Then there's like Jack Apple, Gentleman Jack, if I didn't already say that. That's about as far as I go.
Like, that's what I know.
Yeah, that's what I know. Someone back there, someone listening, fucking Zach's like,
Zach knows.
Zach's like, there's black cherry. It's
Zach-
just like Crown. There's
Zach
black
knows
cherry.
fucking everything, dude.
Oh, yeah.
He knows all about that alcohol.
Sorry, Zach.
So does Nate. They both worked at like liquor stores.
Yeah.
So they know. I mean,
Oh,
Nate's a
no.
bartender, so he knows all that shit.
Well, then the thing is,
I found the answer.
okay.
Vanilla,
Okay.
Gross.
blackberry, salted caramel,
Gross.
peach, apple, regular.
Oh. They're not as,
Salted caramel.
yeah, they just sound, I'll tell you what that tastes like. It tastes
Salted
like Crown.
caramel.
That's what it tastes
It
like.
tastes like ass.
It tastes like Crown. It's probably a little bit lighter in color, but at the end of the day, it tastes like fucking Crown. And somebody out there was like, "Oh, I love salted caramel," and went and bought this shit. All that shit tastes strong.
Salted caramel. Why would you want
Yeah,
that?
you'd never buy like a grape whiskey and be like, "That just tastes like a fucking." No, it doesn't.
Imagine throwing up salted caramel
Oh my
flavored
God.
alcohol.
Oh,
Ooh, they have a honey one.
I
That would be
knew
good.
they had honey,
That would be
and there's honey Jack.
I want the blackberry one again. I would drink that shit.
It would last forever here.
Not
I-
me. I'd take shots of it.
I
without my
recently
lemonade.
just learned what Devil's Cut and Angel Cut is.
Is
And
Angel
he-
Cut like a lighter version?
No, and even then, I might be getting this wrong. So Zach, Nate, sorry, but from my understanding, Angel Cut has to, because they like store these in barrels, right? So whiskey is stored in barrels,
Yeah.
and some of it evaporates. So
Okay.
your Angel Cut is the stuff they use some of the evaporation for whatever
Oh, okay.
because it goes up.
Yeah,
Like
they just
Angel.
collect it. They can't like
And then the Devil's
condensation of
Cut is the stuff that the wood absorbs
it. Oh.
from when it's stored. Now again,
But it is
I'm
ringing
being
out like waterlogged.
Yeah, they just twist the wood. It rings out. I don't know. There's always a way to do something now in the world. And again, Zach, Nate,
Yeah, fucking let me
I'm
know.
somewhat fucking this up, dude. Oh, by the way, you can now text us. So it's going to be in the description of every fucking podcast. So if you open up on Spotify or Apple or whatever, it'll say like, I think I put it as "fuck it, send me a text." It doesn't go to any one of our phone numbers. It just goes to our account.
Okay.
But if you're listening to this, if you're this far into the podcast, fucking text me the fucking difference between Angel and Devil Cut,
Yeah.
and I'll correct myself on the next podcast. But I
Yeah.
want somebody to text us.
Eileen.
Eileen.
Oh, you know what? She's not even gonna fucking hear this. She's so far behind.
No, she's catching up.
Good. Or Sarah.
Or
I
Sarah.
was training Sarah last week, and she was talking about.
She still listens.
Huh.
I want the blackberry Crown Royal. I'm gonna get drunk on that
Let's get it this weekend.
on the weekends
Fucking.
or every
Fuck
night.
it.
I have to start work again soon.
You might as well start drinking to ease that blow.
Might
Yeah.
as well start
Yeah.
drinking.
Yeah. Fuck it. Let's do it Friday. See what I did there?
You know what we should do?
I'm gonna start drinking whiskey.
I take Jada home. So I get her early this week. I get her tomorrow.
Okay.
I got to take her back Saturday.
Okay.
Because her birthday's on Sunday. And I just don't want her. I hate the idea that she has to drive or has to travel on important days. She should just wake up, because this year she's with her mom. She should just wake up with her mom on
Yeah.
her birthday.
And just chilling.
I've hated, not for my sake, I will drive any day of the week, any time of the day for my daughter. I don't give a fuck. I think Kyla would do the same for her kids. It doesn't fucking matter. But what I don't like is that every Christmas she has to travel. If Christmas is with me, she drives with her mom. If Christmas is with her, she drives.
So like a 2 hour. That's 2 hours that she loses.
So
on
she
those
wakes up
days.
Christmas morning to get in the car.
Yeah, and drive.
So we changed it last year to be that. So just out of respect, I get her a day early. She goes back a day early. But let's podcast Saturday night.
Okay.
Like for real.
Saturday night.
And we could drink some of Kyla's Crown Royal, but I don't drink. The reason why I'm drinking is because Kyla's going to feel really sad that day, and she's going to.
Yeah, you don't understand.
Yeah, listen, this wasn't my choice.
Yeah, you don't understand. She can't
It's
drink
my
alone.
choice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink.
And I know I'm planning it, but it's not my choice.
Yeah, I don't have a choice.
Oh.
She can't drink alone.
I can.
No, shut up. Okay, I'm trying
Will you
to
fucking be on our team here?
No,
back me up.
I don't need a team. I stand on my own.
She's an independent woman, bitch.
Who needs her bitches to drink with her?
Bitches.
I'm independent, bitch.
I run my own shit.
Who run the world? Girls.
Bitches.
Bitches.
Around the world.
Bitches. Bitches ain't. Oh, that's a bad song.
That's going to be our intro from now on. Fuck the ducks. It's going to be who runs the world? Bitches.
Yeah.
Bitches.
Yeah.
I can literally isolate every single one of these.
Perfect.
I'll get you saying who runs the world. I'll get you saying bitches.
Bitches.
Yeah. Or you could just have her just being like, just saying something. Just shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Shut up, bitch. She said that to me many times. But
That would be perfect because so it's like the opener, and then it's you being like the Fuck It Friday podcast, and then instead of wah wah wah, it's her going shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch. We can practice
real quick,
it.
say it one more time.
Shut up, bitch.
That's the soundbite. From now on, that's the soundbite. And what we should do too is we should also get you to end the podcast like right now.
Yeah,
This is really
like right
high.
now. Be like,
Shut up, bitches.
No. The other
If the
one.
panda runs, tell it to shut up, bitch.
Bitch. Don't stumble, you dumb bitch.
Yeah. Why walk when you could run, bitch?
I do want to find another outro. I don't know why we need an outro, but I want to change it all up.
Woo.
I don't know.
Everybody just go woo. Remember, like if you do fist pump, you know? Woo.
You gotta get like Dennis in here being like, bitches be nasty.
You know, he did that
Bitches be
From like some
nasty.
from his just
Remember,
have
like-
his voice.
like 4 months ago. He's like, bitches be nasty.
Yeah. 4 months ago he said it all quietly. And then the other day at the gym, I was like, remember about bitches? And he goes, they're nasty.
Yeah. Bitches
like,
be nasty.
He's like, yeah, I know. They
Yeah.
are. And I was like, it's only because I asked him, I was like,
fair.
you see any seniors yet? And he goes, seniors? I'm like, you're right. Bitches. He's like, yeah, they're nasty.
they're nasty. Nasty.
Little future hoes.
For real.
All right. So I'm going to wrap this up.
Do it.
All right.
Alrighty,
Do you want to?
Jesus.
Wrap,
No, hurry
wrap,
the fuck
wrap,
up.
God,
Wrap it up, bitch.
See, her being rude to me is the most she talked on this goddamn podcast.
You know what?
I know why she was sitting over there quiet.
I'm really tired.
Yeah, I know.
I went to the zoo today
Uh-huh.
and I got us 4 free bento boxes.
Fuck yeah. So if you
Yeah,
go to the
bitch.
zoo,
Nice.
do you know what we're
4.
talking about?
I know what a bento box is.
That
Bitch.
blue.
At Blue, they're good.
Oh, blue?
So you with any
Yeah.
purchase, you get a free bento box.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to fill out all of the stops, and there's 5 of them, and you have to walk the whole entire zoo. And I had 3 kids with me.
Yeah, but that like totally fits your personality. I mean, like
I mean, we had fun.
we went to Universal and we saw every fucking thing, and we went through the Mario thing and filled out all the things.
Yeah.
I
So
mean-
that at the zoo was light work for you.
It really is. To be
It's a little
fair,
warm-up.
Yeah.
so my membership has that I have 5 kids because I used to, when I first moved up here, Victoria was still little. She wasn't in school or anything. And I ran a small daycare and I had all the kids on my pass to get
Oh,
in.
wow.
So it still says it. So we would go to the zoo all the time and I'd have like 5 fucking kids.
God,
All like
Jesus.
little kids. Like
Fuck that.
Victoria was like 2 or 3. Then
Nope.
Ellie is only a year older.
The people at the front gate were like, this woman popped out 5 kids and looks great.
Yeah. I just wander
Guys like,
around
my
with
wife don't look like that.
That's how men thought. All the women are like, fucking bitch.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
fucking slut.
pushing around my double stroller with my 3 toddlers walking behind
Fuck
me.
you for looking like
Yeah.
that bitch.
It's bitches like her why I
Yeah.
hate the world.
Yeah. Let me guess. What'd you use? What'd you work out when you were pregnant, bitch?
Yeah.
I didn't. I just sat around and ate ice cream.
Yeah. So did my sister-in-law, and she looks great. I mean, she had the baby on the 3rd.
Yeah.
And she already looks a lot like it wasn't even pregnant.
Yeah.
The fuck? Isn't that kind of crazy how the body can do that?
Yeah, the body's fucking incredible.
I mean, underneath it looks a little different, but
well, I mean, the skin's always a little bit. The
overall,
skin's always a little loose.
It snaps back pretty quickly.
But it's pretty remarkable how you go from being like, oh, there's like 2 watermelons inside of you to like,
and it stays like
again.
that for months.
Yeah, almost a whole year.
Well, no, I mean, you're not bumping the whole time, but that lasts like 3 months, like 90 days. You most certainly are showing a bump.
Yeah.
You most definitely are growing each day. So the skin is stretching and stretching and stretching, and then it just pops back.
The last week, the baby gains like a pound every week, or the last month, a pound every week.
Yeah, my sister-in-law had a fat baby. She was just over 8 pounds.
My God.
Fuck.
She was a big baby.
Damn. But she's relieved.
Scarlett was heavy too. Millie was the light one. I don't fucking know. 8 pounds isn't really. I'll tell you this. She's 8 pounds, and I felt like if I sneezed, I was gonna crush her.
God.
I hate holding newborns.
I was watching like Rosanna's newborn the other.
Adorable, probably.
Yeah, just the other
Does she
day.
have a girl?
Yeah, boy.
Boy, what's his name?
Ezra.
That's adorable.
I gotta watch him for
like
over all the day. Oh my God.
So what you're saying is that she's gonna come back to the gym now because she has no excuse.
Yeah, later this month, actually.
Does she listen to this?
No.
Oh, well, I know her well enough to know that she, you can tell her that I said it's time to come back to the
You
gym.
can tell her when you see her. Tell her that you heard that I babysat her baby and now she has
But I'll
another
never see her.
person.
She doesn't come to the gym.
We'll put her on the podcast Saturday.
Okay.
Put Rosanna on the spot.
Why is she gonna be here?
And if we invite her to the podcast, yeah.
There we go. Have a special guest, and we'll just lay into her. Be like, "Why the fuck are you not?"
Where the fuck
No,
are
I'm
you,
not
lady?
gonna do that.
No, not you. We would.
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
Oh, you're right. We wouldn't do that.
Chris, I'll fight you.
I'll do it.
Rosanna's one of my best friends. I wouldn't hound her like. Well, even then, I can hound her, and she can take that the way.
Well, yeah, I'm
that
not
she
gonna
knows.
actually be a dickhead about
Well,
it.
no, I mean, I did. If you go through our text message conversation, she was asking me about it and want to get back in the gym. I was like, yeah, but you have to stay dedicated this time. Like, I was kind of like real with
Tough
her.
love, yeah.
Yeah. But Rosanna's that way too. Rosanna will give you absolutely 100% tough love. Don't like it, you should be deaf.
Yeah, when I met her, and she joined my class, and I started training her, and I didn't know that you guys were friends until like a little after, because they said like they were talking and like they knew each other really well, and then that's when he was like, "Oh, she's really good friends with Kyla," and I was like, "That makes so much sense."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is like
They were actually friends first.
yeah, Rosanna.
Yeah, but like you guys, I can see why you guys are friends.
yeah.
She fucking throws it probably better than a lot of
I
people.
started dating Rosanna's best friend before she knew it was her best friend.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because y'all technically, like, she knew about you.
Yeah, wasn't she kind of like a little bit of the in between for you two?
No.
Like a little bit.
No,
She was trying
She was
to.
trying to be.
Okay.
So Rosanna was in my class, and I had a membership at Genesis, and it was just at times it was just nice to go to a different gym. Like, it was nothing against our gym, just sometimes just our gym's a different facility. Large gyms have 1,000 pieces of equipment that I wanted to use at the time. And Kyla was a member at the same gym. And I had told Rosanna several times when Rosanna and I would hang out about Kyla. And I really was, oh my gosh, she's so fucking hot, like this and that. Like, I would just like drool about her. And one day I was at the gym. Kyla was there, and I immediately start texting Rosanna, oh my God, you got to get here fast, blah, 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 this and that. Like, hurry up. Like, she's like, okay, I'll be there. Cause Rosanna would, when I was single, if I felt like sending Rosanna over there to go talk to so-and-so, she would for me. No hesitation, gone. She was going to, she was. She was going to do that for me with Kyla. And I was like, oh my God, I hope this is successful, right? By the time Rosanna got there, Kyla left. So Kyla was gone. But she drove all that way to do the talking that I was too fucking scared to do.
Kyla was secretly staring at you. She was probably texting one of her friends, and they were taking too long. So she's like, "Fuck it, I'll leave."
No,
I
she was
probably talking to the tall guy.
Yeah, she's talking to this tall, fucking gorgeous
How
man.
disrespectful when he was right there.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Unbelievable.
And Chris thought that I was like dating this guy.
Yeah, the dude's apparently married. and his wife is also there. They were just all friends. And I just so happened to be looking at her when she was just happened to just be talking to the guy at the time.
Well,
And I
no,
was like,
because the girl would always do like stupid classes, and I wasn't in there doing classes. I was out lifting weights, and that's where the husband was. So I met them in the daycare room as a couple, found out she was going out there, and then just like proceeded to randomly talk to this guy, probably more frequently when you were there, not knowing.
yeah, well,
But I feel like that's probably just like how life works.
whatever. It worked out in the end. But all right.
Really.
So when the panda runs,
Let that bitch run.
yo,
Bitch.
yeah, that bitch run. Yo, for real, text us. I really want to see how this thing works. I have to log into the account to get it, but I will. Text us, Zach, Nate, tell me how wrong I am about fucking Angel and Devil Cut. And then
Zach will fucking send you a buck.
Try
yeah,
blackberry, whiskey, and lemonade. It's
blackberry,
delicious.
whiskey, lemonade. I think it was the pink lemonade we had. It was delicious. No, send us your favorite whiskey recipes. We'd be happy to try it on Saturday. And that,
Bitches, bye.
peace out.
Peace out, bitch.